I am going to share with you how your car is making you poor so that you can prepare for a better way you can save your money. And we started right now. What's going on? My name is Chino Sofa from Go for Growth Media. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your business, build your influence, manage your finance and other YouTube related stuff, do so now by subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. If you ask any wealthy person how they make their wealth or how they achieve their financial freedom, they did likely tell you that every loans, every dollars, every pounds they spend are strategically invested for growth. They let their money work for them instead of the other way. Like you and I want to spend because you want to spend. This got me thinking about good and bad investment choices that we make. Are we being tricked or blinded into investment that might be hindering our ability to create wealth and be financially free? Is that what we fall by? So sometimes I get confused as to how we spend our money. Why aren't we spending money on assets? You know, an asset by definition is something of value that has a pretty high expectation of creating future benefits at the end of the day or return for me or a company. When you think of investing in a property, this makes sense when you invest in assets and other things. It's an appreciating asset, and that is not what we are talking about here. As a result of the future benefit of that appreciating asset of our initial returns, we want to invest and get returns at the end of the day. But this is not the type of asset I'm talking about. What about your car? For all intent and purposes, it is considered an asset. It is an asset that creates or steals wealth. Is your car making you poor? Comments below. This video is going to be very controversial because pretty much everyone makes the bad decisions I'm going to be stating in this video. Everyone owns a car and must own that car by buying it for themselves. You know, the objective of this video isn't to make you feel dumped for purchasing the car or the purchasing decisions you made, or right, because the financial perspective is it only factors that goes into owning a car. Some people genuinely love buying cars and they don't mind spending a lot of money on them. That's fine. I personally spend way too much on my car at the moment and I think I need to give it a consideration. So this is what I always consider, that the car is eating too much money. But if you are buying a car just to get from point A to point B, or if you are buying a car as a status symbol, then you are gonna want to hear what I will be saying in this video. You have to keep it in mind next time shopping for a car. When we look at wealthy people, the number one things they have in common is that they buy assets. And you and I know an asset is something that makes us money over the time, like a business, a real estate property, or an investment. But a car is a depreciating asset. This means that when you buy a car, you will never get a returns on that investment. And the car keep depreciating and taking away money from your pockets or from your savings. So as a result of that, you are losing a whole lot of savings at the end of the day. So if you want to be rich, the idea is to buy more appreciating assets than the depreciating ones, and your money will eventually compound it. This is why I am legitimately confused when I see people owning multiple vehicles that they don't even need. I don't mean when you have one or two vehicles in total. I'm talking of people having 5 or 6 vehicles that they are not even using. And when you are not using, you are incurring more expenses. There are the list of things that you spend on a vehicle. When you consider the things that you spend on a vehicle on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, it is boring. If you own a luxury car, there are every likelihood that that car will have some issues, some major breakdown at the end of the day. Just take for example, if you have a Mercedes car or a Chrysler, which loses mostly their value in 3 to 4 years. So let's say you have 5 cars, and all these 5 cars you are using them as the case may be. And when you have in them, there are likelihood as they will have breakdown, they will have some other maintenance that you should do. And then let's say there are things that always comes when you change, say like oil. The best oil cost around now is $30. So automatically, if you have 5 cars, you're going to spend $150 per day, plus that of the fees you want to use. So it goes to $175. So what you do when you expend on all these things, you are creating more financial burden on yourself. You have to change tire. There is that tendency for you to rotate tires, because when you have the front tires, the front tires operate the brake. So a lot of the vehicles' weight goes directly into the front tire. So for some people, they do rotate the tire so as to keep the life going. Even when you are doing that, it has to cost you money. It has to cost you service fee. It has to cost you some other items that you buy to ensure that you make the rotation of the tires work. This is cost effective. There are also likelihood that you have to replace them one day. And if you want to replace them, say for instance, you want to put a brand new tire. The cost of a brand new tire at the moment each is approximately $300. So say you have like 5 vehicles and the tires are wear out. You're going to spend like $1,500 in buying those tires. So that means your money is going out at the end of the day. So you are not getting that chance of saving much money because of the fleet of cars you've got. Say you want to change the brake pad, change the new air filter, the brake pad, the oil filter, the transmission oil, fix up the air condition. All this involve money. So if you have these responsibilities to spend on your car, how are you going to spend on the other necessary things? How are you going to increase your savings? By all indication, I believe that our cars in various perspectives are keeping us poor. If you have a car, you have fleet of cars, I advise that you sell some of them and then you have just 2, so that it's manage you. How many of us has got fleets of cars that we are not using at the end of the day, but we just have them because we want to spend money on cars? There are people who naturally love buying luxury cars. Yes, I'm not saying they are doing the wrong thing, but if you want to be financially free, you really need to know how to spend your money. Have 100 million leones just parked in a car that is not bringing you any returns at the end of the period. So if you have that money, you can use it in some other investment that will bring you a return at the end of the day, other than just spending on cars. Yes, I know you want to live the status that befits you, and as a result you want class. It is good, but if really you want to be rich, you want to be classed as one of the rich person in Sierra Leone or in the world, then you have to learn financial management. You really don't need to spend too much on cars, because that car is keeping you broke. So if you think this video makes sense, you then comment on the link, let me know. If it doesn't, you also comment, because these are just my opinion. I believe that the cars we are using, the fleet of cars we are using, is costing us a lot more. So if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell, so that each time I upload a new video almost on a regular basis, you'll be the first person to know. And also don't forget to share our videos, because by sharing it and giving it a thumbs up, the YouTube algorithm will favor our videos and push it to a lot of people around the world. So we know that that's will enable us grow and realize the worth of this investment. I want to say thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.